Hey students, Armando here, also known as the professor, and I wanted to officially welcome you to this short introductional video on how to navigate through Halo Learn. So the course that you're going to see is your introduction to graduate studies. Now, again, don't worry if you see different dates or maybe one or two things off. If the course has changed, I will obviously update the video. And of course, the dates do not really matter because you might be seeing this at a future date. So I just want to go through the actual learn process so you can know how to navigate this, especially if you are coming back after a while from a previous GCU experience, or if you are brand new to Grand Canyon University. Let me be one of the first ones to say welcome and congratulations. God has you at the right place at the right time. So I'm going to go ahead and go full screen here, and I'm going to walk you through this. So what you see here is this is your main calendar. This particular course is set up into 4 individual weeks. Now, if you come up here to the upper right-hand corner, you can switch the layout. So for example, this is a 1-week layout. If I come up here to the upper right, I can click on this 2-week layout. And if I type in all, okay, then this will give me the entire course here on your screen, just scrolling up and down. So let me go back to this 1-week layout here, just so you can kind of get an idea. Now, one of the things that I want to focus on here is what does the calendar mean? And as of this date, when are your materials due for each of your assignments or discussion questions? When you navigate through Halo, you're going to find all of that information right here on the calendar. So if we look here, based on this particular course, you can see here that there's a summary of content knowledge, if you hover over it, due by Thursday, January 22nd. And then if you got class introductions, due by this date. Topic 1, due by January 24th. So where these lines or graphs end, that is the actual due date, okay? Now, in this particular course here, okay, understand that these topic weeks run Thursday through Wednesday. So it's not your traditional Monday through Sunday course. So if you are navigating this for the first time, keep in mind that our weeks begin on Thursdays and our weeks conclude on Wednesdays. So looking at this graph here, you can see the due dates for everything due here in topic 1 or week 1 based on the graph. Now, if you want specific information as to something within this calendar, for example, all you need to do is click on, for example, click on introductions here, and you can actually go to the discussion. Now you're going to see a grading link because you're seeing the instructor view. But if you click on go to instructions or go to the actual discussion, you're going to see here all of the different students who have navigated, or if this is your first time, you're going to see my introductory post, and then you will be replying to this actual discussion question here. So you would go over here to this blue tab labeled reply to discussion. Remember, that's where you always want to post your original response to a discussion question. In this case, the introductions tab, you would click on reply to discussion. That would open up a window, and then you would reply. Okay, so going back to the calendar feature, let me show you this one more time. Let's say you are ready to respond to topic 1, discussion 1. There's a couple of different ways that you can do this. Right from the calendar, you can click on it, you can go to discussion, and then again, here is the blue label titled reply to discussion, and then you will respond there. Okay, so while I am on this screen, let me show you what's a very common practice for instructors to do, and that is pin a post inside of the discussion area. So if you see something labeled in purple, it is a pinned post from your instructor. Make sure to read and respond accordingly if required. So for example, in this case, I've already pinned a post about downloading the Halo app so you can be notified immediately on certain things. You would read through this, take action, and then you are good to go. Always go to the very bottom to make sure that your instructor has not provided you some specific directions with responding or accepting or acknowledging this particular post. Okay, so again, that's one way that you can access the information. Now, for example, let me give you an example of achieving an assignment or looking at assignment right from your calendar. Again, this time monitoring worksheet, you can go right to the topic. And what's going to happen here is, and I'm going to go to this in just a minute, you can find the specifics of that assignment here under that particular topic section. Okay, so let me head back over to the calendar, because what I showed you here is just one way that you can access your material. I'm going to show you what I think is the easier way and the preferred way to get everything under one umbrella when it comes to your actual topic individual weeks. So let's go back here to this main page here. And what you're going to see here on the left-hand side is, number one, is you're going to see the current GCU time. Okay, and that's important to remember. So for example, I'm in Miami, so I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Everything due at Grand Canyon University is based on GCU time. So this little feature here gives you the ability to make sure that you are submitting all of your assignments, your discussion questions by the due dates and times, and that will always be by midnight GCU time on the actual due date. So if you're confused, log into your Halo Learn Classroom, and this little tab right here will give you the current GCU time. Now, we've covered calendar. Let me cover some of these things real quick. You're going to see this announcements tab. Okay, in this announcements tab, you're going to see every announcement that's been posted by your instructor. Of course, you're not going to see any scheduled announcements because that is for the instructor side of the house. So it is very important that if you want to stay up to date with a lot of instructors who post routine announcements all the time, every time you log into your course, you should be checking your announcements for important updates and information. That is going to be a major key to your success. Okay, so you will find that here in the announcements tab. If you click on the next tab here, you will find your syllabus to your class. You will have instructor information at the top, and then you will have your syllabus broken down with class materials, participation requirements, your grading scale, and so forth. So again, you find that here in the syllabus tab. Okay, when it comes to the grade book, okay, your grade book may look a little bit different, but again, you can access your grades through the actual grade book. Okay, this work list tab is not going to really apply to you. This is more for the instructor based. Now, another way that I wanted to show you how you can access your discussion forums is using this discussion forums tab on the left-hand side. So if you click on this, it's going to give you all of the different discussions that you are required to respond to. Now, keep in mind, the discussion questions are only open during the specific topic week. So you can't go all the way up, for example, to week 3 to start posting in those discussions. Those will be unlocked from week to week. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind as you plan accordingly. So that is a way to go ahead and look at your discussion questions. Now, there's also a class questions tab. Okay, and again, this is a good opportunity for you as a student. If you have a general question that you want to ask your classmates and myself, we do receive notification of these class questions. This is an excellent way to do so. Okay. Now there's going to be a private message tab that I'm going to show you in just a few minutes, which is specific to you and I. But the class questions is open to everyone. Everyone can see your question. So if it's something public in nature, you can feel free to use the class questions tab. If it's something private in nature, make sure that you are using the messages tab, and that will come directly to me. Okay. Now you've got a class resources tab right here under your classroom materials. Again, this is very important. Okay. Because in this class, you're going to have a lot of materials to go over. This is one way to find small sections of the class materials under this class resources tab. Okay. There's going to be other areas that I'm going to show you where you're going to find a lot more information. But don't forget to check this folder week to week if the syllabus in that particular week is asking you to refer to something in this tab. That's exactly where you can find it. Now, obviously, you're not going to see anything under the instructor only. Now, this is what I was referring to. If you click on this topic 1 tab on the left-hand corner here, and again, this is fairly important for you to follow through. This is a great area for you to scroll through and see a couple of things. Number one is, what is the actual title of topic 1? And what are going to be the key objectives for you in this particular topic? Now, here you get everything under one umbrella, and this is why I love this section for you to use versus using the calendar feature, because everything is going to happen here. Number one is it's going to tell you what is due. For example, you have a summary of course content knowledge, and it's actually going to give you the due date and the due time, which is always going to be just before midnight on GCU time. So you can see everything that will be required of you for this post, and you can actually go right to the discussion by clicking on the discussions tab here. Same thing here. You've got your classroom introductions. Okay. Same thing here. You can see what's required of you, and you can jump right to the discussion by clicking on the Go to Discussion tab. Same thing for your mandatory weekly discussion questions. You can see what you need to write about, and you can go right to the discussion tab. Every week, you're going to have 2 mandatory discussion questions in this course. Again, same thing here for DQ2. You're going to see the assignments that are due. You're going to see the due dates, the due times. You're going to see the point value for that assignment. Everything you need to know. If there's any attachments that you will need, they will be linked at the bottom of the instructions. And again, you can see all that information right here for the actual assignment. Now, you will not be submitting your assignment through here. For that, you will go to the actual assignment, and I will show you that here in just a few minutes. Okay. In this particular course, for example, you have a digital classroom navigation assessment. You can go right to the quiz right from this link here. And then your participation points will be added based upon your participation in the discussion forums. And again, for that specific information, you always want to adhere to what your instructor has asked of you to do and what are the requirements for you. And that's usually done in some type of welcome post, but you can also see that under the syllabus for your minimum requirements for participation, which in this course, it's replying to 3 peers during the course of the week and logging in at least on 3 separate days. But again, I always tell students, especially if you're just watching this as a Halo refresher, always adhere to the actual policy that your instructor has set forth. So using the topic tab gives you everything in one place, and the same thing happens for topic 2, topic 3, and topic 4. Now, over here on the right-hand side of this topic section, you're going to see everything that is required of you for topic 1. So all of your resources will also be built inside of each individual topic with your ebook that you may need to read, assignments, additional resources that you should be covering, and everything will always have a hot link for you to go directly to there, whether it's the GCU library, whether it's an article, whether it's a required read, you're always going to get a hot link that's going to take you directly to that information under this resources tab. So this particular section here down below is super important. And this is why I encourage students to use the topic navigation on the left-hand side of the menu versus the calendar, because you'll be able to see everything in one particular section. Okay, so that's going to be super, super important and much, much easier for you to do. Now, some of the other resources that you have available to you on the left-hand side, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this video going through them, but again, you've got GCU's mission statement, doctrinal statement, you've got access to your GCU library. So if you click on this right here, that is going to take you to the actual GCU library where you can scroll through, you can do your article research, you can look at databases, you can find journals, research guide, LOPCAT, everything is here built into the site for you to use. Important information about library hours. A lot of this will be mostly for on-ground students, but as an online student, This will always be open for you. There's library tutorials. So a wealth of information here. So I highly encourage you to spend some time. If you're brand new to GCU, if you've never used their library, this will be a wealth of information for you to use. Okay, another important section here on the left-hand side is going to be this Student Success Center. When you click on that, that is going to bring you to this particular page right here. Super helpful, super important. You can customize your dashboard once you log in. You're going to have AI resources, quick access to writing guides and tutorials, the entire writing process, how you can get homework and tutoring help. You can find a lot of key information inside of here. In the upper right-hand corner here, you've got tools for success with drop-down menus. So again, depending on the actual course that you are taking, and in this case, an introduction to graduate studies, begin to navigate these areas when you have free time, because these areas are going to be very, very useful for you moving forward in your graduate journey. Okay, and two more sections that I want to cover here on this left-hand side menu is this learning support button. So when you click on that, that is going to bring you to this particular page here. And again, super helpful for you to get additional information about GCU, along with student resources, student success, learning resources, career resources, Lopes Living Well, and so forth. Again, some of this will apply to on-ground students, but as an online student as well, there will be important information to guide you here in this particular section. So you definitely want to take advantage of that, okay? And then going back to our last page here, when you click on this classroom policies here, this is going to bring you to a new tab, okay? And this tab here is going to give you important information about academic catalogs, policies, integrity, current classroom policies, and so forth, okay? Again, keep in mind that instructors have the ability to alter or make some minor changes when it comes to classroom policies. So you should always be reading the actual instructor information that they put out at the beginning of the course in case there are any major changes with regards to their expectations for you as a student in their classroom. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it's given you a little bit of a boost of confidence that you're going to be okay. Okay, I've been teaching now at GCU for over 20 years, and students have a lot of success in all the different courses that I teach because I'm very structured and I provide tutorials like this one to guide them and help them along the way. You will also get assignment walkthroughs in my courses. You will get APA resources in my courses to make your journey a little bit easier, because we understand that it's difficult when you're trying to manage life, because life does not happen as an undergrad or graduate student. So you've got to work well with time management. You've got to work well with juggling family, faith, work, and other responsibilities. So at least in my courses, I do everything possible through video tutorials, through interaction, to engagement, to try to make your journey a little bit easier along the way. Okay, so I hope you got some value. I will be putting out a lot more content inside of my courses. If you're not in my course, but you still want to get more value and other things regarding to how to use AI ethically, plagiarism hacks, and everything else, you definitely want to go ahead and follow my channel and look at the specific playlist under the higher education tab for such videos. Okay, thanks for watching. May God bless you and your family, and good luck. And I'm excited for you in your journey of higher education, regardless of whether you're here at GCU for an undergrad or a graduate. You can do this. Place your faith in God, pray each and every day, and you will find the strength to get through your academic programs. Thanks for watching.